Realistically, what's stopping us from world peace?
We'd all have to agree on what that means first.
Greed, stupidity, lack of empathy. The world is run by people who have no interest in peace or letting everyone else thrive. Scarcity, whether real or perceived, only justification for tribalism is that it secures resources to be allocated amongst the tribe. Even if we somehow eradicated propaganda that make people believe in false scarcity, we'd still have to deal with artificial scarcity that is propped up by corrupt governments, corporations. And then too remains the real deal of finity in nature. IDK, it's easy to say, everyone is so selfish and has no empathy, and this is true to a degree. But the world is a very complex system. There will never be a solution where everyone can get what they want. And very likely some people getting what they want will mean others being deprived of what they want or need. Humans will always prioritize the needs of themselves and their group, whether that's their family, race, religion, etc. And there's nothing inherently wrong with that. It just doesn't work on such a large scale. At the scale human societies have grown to, it is impossible to avoid conflict. That being said, a lot of conflicts could be avoided if we started to prioritize well-being, peace and sustainability over money. Not enough Miss America contestants pursing their goals. Browse Reddit for 5 minutes. People just like that rise to power. The fact that as a species we don't really believe in world peace. We say that we do, but we don't. I could write a hate comment about big companies and politicians, but we all do some or the other thing in our daily lives that takes us away from world peace. Even if it's just subtle favoritism towards someone. With large corporations and politics, it just gets magnified. Discrimination and greed, both. Between two groups of people who want to make inconsistent kinds of worlds. I see no remedy but force. Oliver Wendell Holmes. Humans. The human nature of tribalism. There is reason to believe that we are living in one of the most peaceful eras ever. The decline of perpetual war is a gradual process and may take centuries to reach its logical conclusion, which may be world peace or a Big Bang war reset. What's stopping us or pushing us back? I would chalk it up to economics and power structures. If it is economically prudent for democratic countries to not wage wars of aggression, they won't. As simple as that. That push against war may come from the world community, sanctions, or people within. Elections, dictatorship are more fickle and are driven by short-term gains like whipping up fervor or quick gains. The most effective push against is installing democracies, which is a reason for some wars on its own. As I said, it's a gradual march and will often retrogress. Difference of opinion. A bunch of things. Fundamental differences in ideology, political philosophy, tribalism, a large amount of wealth concentrated in extractive industries, and a large number of smaller problems that directly lead to conflicts. Resources. What is world peace? How do you enforce it? With what stick? Anyway, the answer is probably, ultimately, competition over finite resources. It isn't because we are being held back by some bad people. We are all complicit, and you should definitely worry about the people who say they are not. War just makes certain people too much money. Disassociation from the masses. The people leading nations to war have generations of wealth behind them. Their enemies are others' leaders and don't care about the civilians actually impacted. Religion. Segregation. Media and politicians easily manipulate people so they fight each other about gender, age, skin color, nationality, anything really. Peace requires tolerance and union, which is the opposite of what we have now. Edit. Spelling.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.